Texan.
That's right.
I bet he's loaded.
That's not the word for it. And he wants me to go into business with him.
That's terrific.
Yeah, he thinks I can have a big future in oil.
Why not? With your hair, you got a head start.
How'd you like your head on a platter, huh?
All right. Quiet down, girls.
What?
I know there was talk of having you girls tour the prisons, but it's been canceled. The authorities thought it was too dangerous. They were afraid the convicts would get hurt.
Oh, sometimes it gets a little rough in here.
I know, Zelda. Playing in traffic would be a lot safer.
You gotta protect yourself.
How do you do it?
I use my head.
What do? Beat people with it?
No, I operate on brain energy.
Listen, I've seen you wrestle. I think you're having a power failure.
Yada! I think I'm gonna!
Direct from the Riviera Hotel in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the show with more battling beauties, more amazing action, and more smiles per hour, the all-new Glow! Gorgeous ladies of wrestling! We have got an astounding show for you today, fans. It's country versus city as the sweetheart of wrestling, Babe the farmer's daughter, takes on the New York street fighter, Broadway Rose. The 350-pound voodoo queen, Big Bad Mama, tries to wipe out everybody's favorite beat bunny, Sunny, the California girl. Those high-flying cheerleaders, Vicky, Victory, and Cheyenne Cher, square off against those hooded hoodlums, Sara and Mabel with no referee. The fire and brimstone preacher, Evangelina, locks up with a Rhodes Scholar of the ring, Zelda The Brain. And for the first time ever, the wild $10,000 Las Vegas lottery match where the combatants are chosen right on the spot and no one knows who's coming in next. We'll be right back with all the action.
I love when my fans say, "Babe the farmer's daughter, your hair is beautiful. It attracts so much attention." Thanks to the new Fabergé Organic Shampoo and Conditioner with Pro Vitamin B5, my hair stays healthy and strong. So if you want beautiful hair with plenty of body and bounce, pick a winner and shout, "Yay, Fabergé!"
Hi, everybody! Tiffany Mellon here with all the latest Glow gossip. Woo! Item! Ninochka recently began a speaking engagement by doing imitations of great Russian leaders. Any way you look at it, she was stalling for time. Item! Sunny the California girl has to be the nicest beachgoer around. Whenever she sees an ocean wave, she waves right back. Woo! Item! Aunt Kitty was recently injured while watching TV. The appliance store door closed right on her hand. Woo! You know, fans, there was a lot of competition for this job. Big Bad Mama was strongly considered because of her doing magic at a delicatessen. She had all the tongues wagging. Ta-ta!
now because everybody knows my pink that I give out, right? Well, it's gone. The one I'm supposed to give out now is gone, and somebody took it. Somebody took it. I'm very upset. Do you know who took it, Johnny?
I have no idea for sure, but I have an inclination to believe it was your opponent tonight from New York City, Broadway Road!
I'm really sly and I'm very coy. You wrestle with me, you'll be my toy. From New York City on Broadway Road. Y'all here with me, so here's how it goes.
Broadway Road, that looks like Babe the Farmer's Daughter. Okay.
I don't care. Broadway, that's mine. What are you doing with it?
Well, that's not very nice, Broadway Rose. I think you should untie him. No, wait a minute.
Don't do that, Broadway. This pig will
Broadway Rose holding that stuffed pig for ransom. No doubt hoping the money will put her high on the hog. Calling her out, and Babe charges in, but Rose kicks her down. Hi, Grope and Motormouth like Morgan, welcoming you to another action-packed show. So far, Broadway Rose has been hogging the spotlight. Babe, the farmer's daughter, likes to hand out a souvenir stuffed pig to the audience every show, but Hollywood's cousin decided to purloin the petite pink porker. This match part of that big feud between the farmer's daughter and the East-West connection, and they've really been setting the ring on fire. Right now, Rose is trying to douse Babe's flame, choking the Nebraskan over the ropes. The New York street fighter reluctant to move from the corner where she's got that pig tied up, forcing the farm girl to come to her in a version of that gang game, King of the Hill. And Babe crowns her with a quick knee, doubling her over. The farm girl sets and cartwheels in with a head scissors, taking a page from the Cheerleaders book, and a beautiful takedown. Babe going over to release the stuffed animal, and Rose stuffs her into a full Nelson. Her preoccupation with that pig costs her there. A snap mare takes her down. Babe from Hog Hollow, Nebraska, and I understand the town is so happy with her success in Glow that they were going to hold a parade in her honor. But Hog Hollow was so small, after they put the band and marching contingent together, there was nobody left to view the parade. And Broadway Rose tries to rain on her parade, choking her with those ropes. I think the New Yorker only used the rule book once, and that was to hit somebody over the head with it. So far, Hollywood's cousin has been able to fend off Babe's attacks. Broadway's been continually assaulting her midsection with stomps. She hurls her into the corner and flips her over with a big monkey toss. The farm girl looks like she's running low on gas. Whoa, and the street kid empties her tank with that flying elbow smash. She sets her down and goes for the pin, trapping her arm behind her head. And Broadway Rose picks up a win here. Oh, but Babe wants to get a few more shots in. This match may be over, but the war between the city girls and the country sisters is far from over.
The winner of the match, Broadway Road! Largest ladies of wrestling. Chance!
But Dr. Grope, Indians say how.
Me know how. One chance.
As a result of Ninotchka relinquishing the Glow crown, the commission has decided to fill the championship vacancy with a tournament. The greatest tournament in the history of wrestling. The Run for the Rubies. It's the World Series and the Super Bowl all rolled into one. It's the greatest tournament in the history of wrestling. The Run for the Rubies. Right here on Glow. Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Thicker, thicker, thicker and fuller. Body, body, body and bounce.
It's the Battle Royale band for the new Fabergé Organic now! The winners, the new Fabergé Organics shampoo and conditioner with Pro Vitamin B5.
Now think about this. Maybe old people are hard of hearing because nobody really speaks to them. If the start of a new year is such a special occasion, why do so many people spend it getting drunk? With all the romantic scandals we hear about in government, maybe politics really does make strange bedfellows.
Welcome back to Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. This is a single feature match. First, from New Orleans, Louisiana, Big Bad Mama!
Big Bad Mama is here to stay, cause I do things my own way. On the dance floor, I can strut my stuff, but in the ring, I just kick butt.
Yes, he does.
From Newport Beach, California, the Sun and Fun Girl, Sunny, the California Girl!
Hi, Johnny. How is everybody this evening? Great. I have a knock-knock joke for you all tonight. Voodoo. No, knock-knock, sorry. Knock-knock. Voodoo. Voodoo, something to me. How is that, Johnny?
That's good for you, Sonny. That's good for you.
I've got a knock-knock joke for you.
You do?
Yeah, knock-knock. Knock-knock.
Mama says she's got a knock-knock joke. Go ahead, Big Bad Mama.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Ammo.
Elmo?
Ammo kick your butt.
Whoop, and Big Bad Mama follows up her knock-knock joke by trying to knock Sonny's head off. Whoop, that clothesline almost decapitates the beach girl. I'm sure the Voodoo Queen would like nothing better than to see her buried in the sand, head first. Sonny catches her in a wrist lock. The blonde grappler is deceptively strong and can really apply the pressure to that hold. And now she decides to ride Mama like a big bad wave. The surf is up. But she sends her down. The Voodoo Queen able to throw her off. She knows the beach girl can grapple. We saw her go toe-to-toe with Daisy a few weeks back. Whoa, a big stomp. That's 350 pounds slamming into a gut. She can turn any belly button from an outie to an innie in no time. Big Bad Mama hauls her up. She's got her high in the air, and there's only one place to go from here.
Sonny, the California Girl. I understand you're totally rad and never rude. Well, listen, Mama is always rude, and I'm never rad. When I finish with you, you'll need some sun, but don't worry about the surf, because you will need time to recover.
Sonny trying to corral Mama. No, she flings her into the corner, and she almost bounces out like a beach ball. Whoa, if she were a beach ball, she'd be deflated after that. The Voodoo Queen trying to knock the stuffing out of Sonny, literally. She backs up to get a running start. Her foe could wind up flatter than the proverbial pancake. Well, Big Bad Mama almost wiped out the corner. Sonny escapes, and now puts the boots to her opponent. When the Voodoo Queen hit the corner, it was anything but the charge of the Light Brigade. The big bad one trying to make it to her feet, but to be perfectly honest, I've seen high-rise buildings go up faster. I don't think you could get her up with a forklift. Whoa, she catches her with a double arm drag. And now she slowly makes it to her feet. Sonny should have gone for the pin when Mama was down, because now you'll need a wrecker's ball to topple her. She charges in with a high kick that has no effect. Using the rope, she tries for a drop kick. Whoa, Big Bad Mama rebounds with a devastating splash. Sonny's spine must look like a jigsaw puzzle now. She pulls her up into body slam position. Whoa, and another big splash puts the lights out for the beach girl. And the Voodoo Queen has stopped Sonny from shining here.
The match, Big Bad Mama. We're coming back with more gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Hello, you're on the air with Godiva, giving you all the bare facts.
Yes, my husband likes to recreate famous battles in bed. Is there something wrong with him?
No, but for your own sake, I'd stay away from the Revolutionary War, or else you might get stuck with a minute man. Next caller.
Yeah, baby. If we played doctor, your body would really get examined.
If I played doctor with you, I'd need my head examined. Next caller.
Godiva, does a man's occupation have anything to do with his romantic ability?
No, you can't judge a lover by his job. Why, my favorite man sold shampoo for a living, and he was still head and shoulders above the rest. That's all for now, loves. Talk to you soon.
Vixen, MTV, your A-OK DJ. We're really rocking tonight at the Glow Disco. Woo! Hey, we got so many old people on the dance floor tonight. Maybe they should call this the Senior Prom. And Havana, I know you wanted to pop and lock, but that didn't mean pop Babe, the farmer's daughter, in the head and lock her in your trunk. Or maybe it did. Woo! A lot of people at the Glow Disco wanted to know what type of male voice that I like best. And I said tenor. 10 or 12 of them around me at once.
Welcome back to Glow! Ladies and wrestling! Yes, it's a special tag-team match. Anything goes, no disqualification, and no referee. He will only come in to count the final pin. Introducing first, from Vicksburg, Virginia, and Cheyenne, Wyoming, respectively, Vicky, Victory, and Cheyenne Cher, from Glow Cheerleaders!
Cheyenne Cher and Vicky Victory are the best you'll ever see. You better watch out when we shout, because we'll knock the tag team out. I'll chase the bad guys around the block. I'll smash them with my tomahawk. I don't believe in masquerades. I'll rain dance on their parade.
Thunderbolt tonight, from the hills, the notorious Sara Mabel!
We're not from here, we're from the sticks. We dare you to call us dicks. Call us stupid, call us blind. Our chains will make you change your mind.
Go ahead, the cheerleaders have a cheer. Let's see it. Well,
We think they are really mean. Cheyenne and Vicky, you are fitting for number one in the ring.
And the fans love the cheerleaders display, with Sara and Mabel casting the only dissenting votes. These hooded fiends don't like anybody. I guess it's just their overall attitude. Sara says they've got a cheer as well. No doubt a ploy to mock the high flyers openly. I couldn't even understand that babble. And the second verse is a little bit louder and a little bit worse. These stalling tactics make me think Sara and Mabel are reluctant to tie up with the cheerleaders. Maybe they're still a little dazed from that pasting Mountain Fiji gave them last week. It's a good thing there's no time limit on this match. These hoods are moving slower than a tortoise with bunions. This is an anything-goes match. Without a referee, the official can only come in to count a pin. But so far, thanks to Sara and Mabel, this is a nothing-goes match. Sara threatening to torture Paper Pom-Pom. Fans, we do not condone these actions. Playing with fire is dangerous, and you'll notice Sara gets no applause for it. Stay away from fire, and you'll be a glowing star in our book. And Mabel attacks both girls from behind. Sarah's fireworks were just a trick to distract the cheerleaders. She thinks she's the brains of this team, which isn't saying much. They run the high flyers into the ropes. Cheyenne and Vicky rebound and catch their foes with a double cradle takedown. These girls work better in tandem than any other duo. And so far, Sara and Mabel haven't worked at all. A cartwheel and a double splash. The hooded hooligans have got to be seeing double. Woof, the cheerleaders trying to flatten the competition. Woof, but they went to the well once too often. The masked menaces take the upper hand. Most wrestlers feel wearing a mask is actually an impediment in the ring. It cuts down on the peripheral vision and sometimes makes breathing difficult. And I have serious doubts whether Sara and Mabel's brains get any oxygen at all. Oh, Cheyenne Cher caught in a big backdrop. She was almost sent out of the ring. The Indian trying to shake the cobwebs and make it to her feet. Ooh, and Sara boots her over the ropes and onto the arena floor. A masked one treating Cher like a punted football, although Sarah's probably the one with pig skin. Both cheerleaders outside the ropes now. Remember, this is anything goes, so there is no threat of a countout. Mabel wards her off, and her partner goes after Victory. The Indian calls them out, trying to get their attention. And the girl from Vicksburg climbs the corner. Sara charges, and Vicky leaps over her. But the hooded hooligan catches her into a full Nelson. Cheyenne Cher trying to get into the ring. The masked one's plan is divide and conquer. These lowlifes are only good at double teaming. A fair fight would prove these rednecks a yellow. Mabel headbutting the captive pom-pom girl. This 2-on-1 attack is a Sara and Mabel specialty. But they may need a specialist after that. Vicky gets out of dodge and the hoods collide. Their faces are probably as red as their necks now. Oh, a spectacular double drop kick. The cheerleaders are cooking on all burners now. And they're treating Sara and Mabel like leftovers. The only way these hoods could get into the air would be to hijack a plane. High flyers in control, take their foes to the ropes, a knee to the gut stuns both of the hoods. And Cheyenne Cher and Victory set for a pair of head scissors. 1, 2, they go down like crooked dominoes. Sara and Mabel were doing fine when they only had one foe to worry about, but this cheerleader attack has them splattered on the canvas like bad pop-off. The pom-pom girls mount the corners. And wow, connect with a pair of beautiful double splits. This team is spectacular. They can turn even a simple cheerleading move into a first-class wrestling maneuver. Sara and Mabel reeling on the mat. Uh-oh, the cheerleaders missed with those splashes. I thought that would be the finish, but these masked menaces still able to get the upper hand. They've got to keep their foes grounded. That aerial attack almost polished them off. Cheyenne flips Sara over. Vicky nares Mabel, who just can't keep these girls down. They bounce back faster than a juiced-up handball. Cheyenne and Vicky haul up the hoods. They set. Wow, a quadruple mare! I have never seen anything like it. The cheerleaders are really on a roll. And they roll up Sara and Mabel for a double pin. The referee makes his way to the ring, but these girls aren't going anywhere. The cheerleaders win in high-flying fashion. Those masks come in handy now. They save Sara and Mabel from covering their faces in embarrassment.
We're going back for more gorgeous ladies of wrestling!
Waitress! Waitress! Yeah! What do you want? I heard there's always a line at the door. Yeah! But nobody gets out until I'm ready.
Hollywood, are you up to no good?
Hey, Babe the Farmer's Daughter, this stuff is way good.
Fabergé Organic Shampoo.
Of course, wimp.
Well, I use it too.
What's that?
It's the new Fabergé Organics easy-to-use dispenser with Pro Vitamin B5. Hey!
Yeah? This stuff's too good to hit you with.
Well, I always have a supply of the new Fabergé Organic shampoo and conditioner. So should you. Hollywood, now stop that, Hollywood.
Hey, Fiji.
Hola, Justice.
I heard Dr. Grope got arrested in the market.
That's true. He would be mashed to the potatoes.
That's strange.
Not really. He's been a masher for years.
Welcome back to Grope, gorgeous ladies of wrestling. This is a singles feature match. First, from Columbia, South Carolina, the very controversial preacher, Evangelina.
Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not lie. I see it all. Don't think you're sly. What I don't know, heaven will tell. Then I'll knock you straight to...
Our opponent today, from Brookdale, Ohio, one of the brightest stars in wrestling, Zelda The Brain.
I measure my opponents from head to toe. I know where to place my blow. I rock on my stockings to spread the word that they were beat by Zelda, the nerd.
They have forgotten the word of the good book. I think they all should read the good book every day, such as I do.
Are you all right, Zelda? What do you have there?
Evangelina, I have my book of Darwin's Theory of Evolution, and it's very
Darwin!
Oh, Evangelina taking exception to Darwin's theory of people descending from apes. After all, he probably used her family as a case study. Evangelina says she accepts all denominations, but I know for a fact her favorite is the $5 bill. Now choking the brain over those ropes, punishing a foe. Whoa, slingshotting her off the ropes. Zelda's going to have to get it together against her reckless opponent. She could challenge her to a battle of wits, but Evangelina is only half prepared. And the brain catches her in a sunset flip. Oh, but the preacher able to kick out. She sets for an elbow, but she looks like a fallen angel as Zelda gets out of dodge. Maybe now the brain can take the offensive. Evangelina's been offensive enough. Zelda is always thinking in the ring. Her 165 IQ allows her to come up with some excellent strategies. And right now, she's making the preacher repent. The brain working on that side headlock into the corner. She flips Zelda over and whoa, catches her with a wicked shot to the gut. I guess Evangelina must have forgotten about doing unto others. The misguided missionary wants to clean up Glow, but what she really has to do is clean up her own act. So far, she's been proven to be nothing but a phony. The only time she reads the Bible is when she's looking for loopholes. Her brain taking that impact hard. But the preacher's not going for the pin. She wants to dish out more punishment. She yanks her up and into a fireman's carry. Zelda almost out of it. Oh no, here comes the sermon. Everybody should raise up their arms so they can cover their ears. She hangs the brain in the corner, and Evangelina goes on a choking frenzy. The quality of mercy isn't strained, but Zelda's neck certainly is. She breaks and sledgehammers Zelda down, the brain taking a beating here. But I remember something in the Bible about the meek. She regroups and knocks the preacher off the pulpit with a dropkick. Zelda not afraid to use a flying maneuver, but the only time I ever saw Evangelina in the air was when she was stuck on the Ferris wheel. She's got that arm scissored, really applying the pressure. A handful of hair breaks it up. The preacher thinks rules are made to be broken, as well as arms and legs. Whoa, Zelda catches her with a dropkick right under the chin. The brain is really using her head, but it looks like her other end is in trouble, and Evangelina is quick to capitalize on it. She corrals her foe and sends her to the ropes. The preacher sets for a snap suplex. No, Zelda turns her over and into a small package. She cinches down, hooking her legs. And the Rhodes Scholar of the ring gets the dupe. a heavenly win. Evangelina can cry foul all she wants, but vengeance is mine, saith the brain. And I add a hearty amen to that.
Can you make a sentence using the word realize?
Yeah! We can do that! These are my real eyes! I don't wear no contact lenses!
The most important parts of my wardrobe are Fabergé Organics.
Sure, with our money, we can afford anything. But why spend $1 million to look like $1 million?
And who says money can't buy everything?
Oh, Roxy, that's rich.
So is Fabergé, Tiff.
Don't be a fool. Use Fabergé. Your mama knows best.
Where are you going on your date tonight, babe?
I think we're going to the ballpark.
The ballpark? Really?
I heard him say that he wants to get to first base. Where are you going?
Well, I think he's going to take me on a cross-country bus trip.
How come?
Well, he told me he wanted to go all the way tonight.
Oh.
Welcome back to Grope, gorgeous ladies of wrestling. This is a special 8-women Las Vegas lottery match with a prize of $10,000. Now all 28 little girls' names have been put in these two bins, one representing Aunt Kitty's Killers, the other representing Mrs. Stallone's Sweethearts. Okay, now, only 2 teams of 4 will be picked from these two bins. Now, the wrestler cannot enter the ring until their name is drawn and called. The match will continue until all 8 wrestlers' names have been called. The match will be one fall to a finish. Now, here at the Riviera Hotel, we have 2 special guests to pick the names. What's your name, sweetheart?
Becky Curry,
And Becky, where are you from?
Riverside, California.
Okay, and who else do we have here? We have Becky from Riverside, California. And who else do we have here?
Dan Flores,
Dan Forrest, and where are you from, Dan?
Riverside, California.
You're from Riverside? Okay, they're both from Riverside, California. Now, Becky, or excuse me, Dan, what I'd like you to do is reach in there and grab a name of a glow wrestler. Okay, you want to open that and we'll see what it says? Okay, what does it say? It says lightning! Lightning! Lightning is the first glow girl up. Okay, lightning. Now, Becky, will you draw from this bin, please? And what does it say?
Beastie.
It says Beastie! Thank you, kids. Thank you very much.
And the Stutz McKenzie of wrestling charges out like they were giving away free dog food. Hi, Grope and Float-A-Mouth Mike Morgan monitoring moves and maneuvers for this expectedly exhilarating executional exhibition. No one knows who will enter this match until the names are drawn and called, although I'd personally like to see Beastie drawn and quartered. Once 2 teams of the 4 have been completed, the battle will continue until there is a pinfall or submission, the victors getting the $10,000 prize. She catches her with a belly butt. Beastie certainly holds the weight advantage here. There is no way to really prepare for this match. The grapplers have no idea who they'll be facing. The key here is survival. And right now, the comic book hero finds her trapped in the Beast Woman's clutches. Perhaps if lightning could escape the grasp, she could launch an aerial attack to neutralize the future shock. Oh! Beastie slams into the mat hard. If the next wrestler called in is another one of Kitty's killers, it could be lights out for lightning. Beastie postures for the crowd, but the only time her fans are in attendance is when the sideshow's in town, and the superhero puts on a show of her own with a beautiful flying dropkick, catching her by surprise, and fans, the surprises are just beginning, as next week we inaugurate the tournament to crown a new Glow champion. 20 of the top female grapplers will square off for the most coveted title anywhere in the Run for the Rubies. These feisty femmes will collide head-on in a series of elimination matches, with the winners going on to the next level. There's also a wild card battle royal for a finalist berth, and it all begins next week. Don't miss the Run for the Rubies. Whoa! Beastie sidesteps that drop kick. The superhero splatters onto the mat. Her spine must feel like peanut brittle now, and the Beast is quick to capitalize. Look at her, mauling her opponent, choking her with all her strength. She's holding her high in the air by her throat. Yes, Tiffany Mellon is the next grappler announced. And the Park Avenue knockout leaps into the ring. She greets Beastie with a kidney punch and pounds away on the eyesore. She's been wanting to get her hands on the obese Beast since their match a few weeks ago when the Roadhog tried to yank Tiffany's hair out by the roots. And now she's got double reason to tear into her. That $10,000 prize. Let's face it, you don't need an astrologer to know Tiffany was born under the dollar sign. And lightning leaps on her back, but that's no piggy she's on, that's a full-fledged sow. Lift off. The Park Avenue girl tending to a wounded leg, and the superhero is dazed on the mat. Beastie goes for a sledgehammer, no, lightning rolls away. And again, the superhero has reflexes Houdini would be proud of. Tiffany grazes her with a drop kick, unable to get full extension with that weakened leg. They size each other up. And Beastie gets the new fall line. A boot to the gut. The Roadhog is reeling, and the New Yorker bulls her down. The comic book hero catches her breath in the corner. She's been on the receiving end since the match began. And they do a number on the animal's leg. Maybe if they can break it, we can shoot her. Godiva called into the match. She seems to be tentative in entering the ring. Now hiding behind the referee, although I don't think he can fully obscure her form. Whoa, she clotheslines lightning and jams Tiffany. The Briton was waiting for an opening to attack. Godiva, as well as the other combatants in the ring right now, is an entrant in the Run for the Rubies. Although she shuns clothing, she'd love to wear the crown. The pace picking up in the ring, but only half the grapplers have been called in so far. 4 more fighters have to enter the fray, and no one knows who's coming on next. Big Bad Mama or Mountain Fiji could really tip the scales in one side's favor. Wow! Tiffany blocks Godiva's big splash. She completely 360'd the bombshell. Beastie has been brutalizing the comic book hero. She rams her into the knockout, knocking them both out. The Beast and the Briton claiming victory, but they're a little premature. The match cannot end until both teams of 4 have been completed. Godiva takes over on lightning, and the Roadhog corrals the New Yorker. Oh, the superhero catches her in a head scissors. Look at her putting her whole body into that hold, straining against Godiva, who is twice her size. And she takes her down. This mighty might is full of fight. Now Tiffany goes for a pin, and Lightning does the same. In the heat of battle, they've forgotten that a pin here doesn't count. They've got to keep brawling until all 8 participants have entered the ring. The hardship is really on those announced first. They've got to struggle against fresh foes coming in. Now Beastie goes after Lightning, and Godiva attacks Tiffany. The superhero has been victimized since the bell, and Tiffany is working with that injured leg. They've got to be hoping the next grappler pulled from the hat is on their side. Ooh, a vicious clothesline. The Park Avenue girl is tied up in the ropes and can't come to her partner's aid. Beastie and Godiva have given their team the edge. These big girls are tough, and they've been getting their teamwork down pat for an upcoming challenge against the superheroes.
Thunderbolt! Thunderbolt!
And Thunderbolt comes flying into the ring. She knocks Godiva from a perch like a battered budgie. The hero came to the rescue in the nick of time. She isn't fast, she's sudden. Now the heroes grab Beastie and catch her in a double backdrop. The comic book hero's teamwork is unparalleled. Thunderbolt really charged in like the cavalry before. There are 28 Glow girls waiting in the dressing room, chomping at the bit, each one hoping they'll be called into this match next. But only Johnny C has the power to pick the next participant. It's the luck of the draw here. This action is fast and furious, and you can't find it anywhere else but here on Glow. This match is a Glow original. The comic book stars have Beastie stretched out like a side of beef, but there's a lot of fat on those hooves. Oh, and Godiva rams the Mighty Mites together. That's one way to get ahead, or a headache. The tide has turned more times here than on a windswept beach. Now the bulky Briton hurls Thunderbolt onto Tiffany. And Beastie does the same with Lightning. The sweethearts of wrestling piled into the corner. Ooh, and Beastie plows in. That is one ugly avalanche. Godiva charges in, but there's nobody home.
Trouble, Vixen,
MTV announced into the match, and she goes right after the Park Avenue knockout. A rock and roll wrestler hoping to add a little color to her proceedings. Mainly black and blue. Melody really going to work on Tiffany, but remember, she's the freshest one in there. It's a wonder the others are still standing at this point. Trying to rearrange her facial features. Ooh, and now pounding away. Don't worry, Tiffany, it could be worse. She may start singing. Whoa, and a three-way collision downs the sweethearts of wrestling. For the moment, Kitty's killers have the upper hand. And don't think Aunt Kitty doesn't want that 10 grand. It'll go towards her plastic surgery. Or at least the estimate. Will you look at this? They're putting the rowboat on the down grapplers. Aunt Kitty has got to be enjoying this. She must think she's a heartbeat away from the cash. But then again, she looks like she's a heartbeat away from a heartbeat. And Roxy Astor is called into the match. Ooh, she boxes Beastie's ears. She ought to box the rest of her and ship her back to the pound. Cleaning house on the future shop. And Lightning shocks Melody with a perfect drop kick. There's still a lot of life in her despite being the first grappler announced. Tiffany sends MTV into a battered buddies. And now they form a samba line. And give them some of this and some of that. This Sweethearts Express is showing the competition it's the end of the line for them. Roxy has set her teammates ablaze. The Knockouts and the Superheroes are functioning like a well-oiled machine. The luck of the draw has placed these two top tag teams on the same side. Dementia was called into the match, but is yet to make it to the ring. If she comes in with that axe, this match might be cut short, literally. Roxy takes over on Godiva. They've been feuding for weeks now. Tiffany has MTV wrapped up like a psychedelic Christmas gift, which shouldn't be opened under penalty of laws. And the comic book heroes are doing a number on Beastie. They're tattooing her overstuffed keister with footprints. I knew they'd leave their mark somewhere. And Dementia charges into the ring, nailing Roxy. Each new entrant has turned the match around, and Dementia is doing her best to keep the trend going. Roxy reverses. And there's her foe. Both teams are complete now, and as to what happens next, your guess is as good as mine. I haven't seen this much action since the girls found out Johnny C was holding back on their checks. Thunderbolt corners Melody and takes her over in a big monkey toss. The pace is fast and furious. It's a mini battle royal. MTV still down from the attack. She makes a fashion statement wherever she goes, and that statement is bad taste. Godiva sends Roxy over the ropes and goes right out after her. Melody grabs Tiffany off Beastie, setting up for a double teaming assault. And the Briton takes Roxy and sends her into a front row seat. But she won't rest on her laurels, and she goes back after her foe. Dementia has knocked Lightning over the ropes on the other side. Thunderbolt heading out to rescue a partner. MTV and Dementia have Tiffany ready for the taking, and Beastie has mounted the ropes like a vulture expecting a continental breakfast. Dementia and the multicolored mop restrain the Golden Girl, positioning her exactly where Beastie wants her. Whoa, she splashes the knockout from the top rope. That's like having a building fall on you, one that should have been condemned a long time ago. And Aunt Kitty's killers steal a win and the $10,000. Don't think you'll ever see any of that dough, girls. It's going directly to Aunt Kitty's favorite charity, herself. You all know charity begins at home, and Aunt Kitty should be put in one.
The winners of the lottery match, Melody Trouble Vixen and MTV, Beastie, Dementia.
money where your mouth is.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, we both know I'm the fairest girl in Grope. Sunny's appearance isn't always that way. She really looks more like a cloudy day.
As a result of Ninotchka relinquishing the Glow Crown, the commission has decided to fill the championship vacancy with a tournament. The greatest tournament in the history of wrestling. The Run for the Rubies. It's the World Series and the Super Bowl all rolled into one. It's the greatest tournament in the history of wrestling. The Run for the Rubies. Right here on Glow. Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Sara and Mabel are a team only a mother could love.
Yeah, the mother from Psycho. What can we give Sunny, the California girl, for her birthday? How about a first-degree burn?
I heard Broadway Rose's boyfriend works for the sanitation department.
Then he's used to taking out trash.
Johnny C's saving all his money for a rainy day.
That's probably why he moved to the desert.
Tiff, these t-shirts are so rich, and they're the biggest thing in fashion. Oh, Tiff, that's so gauche. Why, thank you, Roxy.
We didn't make any money tonight, but by next week, I know the one. Hello? Hello?
What'd you call me for? I'm a busy woman.
Sure, Big Bad Mama. Busy wasting my money.
What are you talking about, fool?
Your bills for security are outrageous.
Well, don't you think I need a bodyguard?
Why? Who's gonna